After having annexed our subjects, we've got plenty of diplo points remaining. So let's get back to it. Culture conversions. Okay, I'm gonna have to wait till the end of the month so I can exploit comfortably. Now we are at peace. That last war against Kiribati was really slow. So we're supposed to be killing the 13 colonies, because they should be coming into the fold really quick and easy. I hope. And probably combine them with, like, Alaska for overextension. We just fed up this Indian, so we're going to see his missionaries. So Bengal and Malwa, the missionaries which were not converting to Hussite, have disappeared from this list. Which means all of this should be Hussite. And we're going to see 2 more drop down on behalf of the Indian. Which I think officially we're converting a lot, basically. A lot. Hey Zigma. Hey Saint Sid. Truce with Palembang comes up soon. He's actually one of the stronger nations in the world. We're definitely going to full annex him and feed some of his land to Malacca. Speaking of Malacca, Malacca is prio to appease his liberty desire. Nice, we can see with the extra strength of opening and closing the game, this Indian, we granted him some provinces. He was small. He's on the verge of being genuinely happy. That's good. We ideally don't want them to be upset so that they would, like, ally Malacca when their truce is up, that kind of thing. Well, the last game was going worse. I mean, I often complain about how poorly we are doing because it feels like a never ceasing, looming sort of shadow of oppressive bad luck, to the extent of which it's just depressing. But yeah, I mean, then people, they don't want to watch, understandably, it's not entertaining, and people basically cry to me, ironically, about how I'm crying, when often I'm just trying to explain the situation. I can't even explain the situation that we're not doing well without people crying. Why are you crying? Why are you always negative? So I don't, but I don't even explain that we're not doing well. But to rest assured, the Hungarian game, I was going to actually quit prior to us getting the Mexican PU. We were doing that badly. So we were doing extremely badly in the Hungarian game. And the Mexican PU was more of a saving grace, if anything. However, it did not save the run. We failed. So we're doing a lot better than we were doing last game. And that's my response to your question. Does that make sense? Hey, Bill Anders, what's up? Hey, Harry. Hey, Ernest. Yeah, exactly. It costs us a lot of diplo points, a lot. We annexed like all of this with diplo points apart from the Caribbean now. Alright, I think we're good to go into 13 colonies in Alaska and take them out here really nice and quick. Or at least try. Should go that way. Now, am I going to regret not being at peace? Okay, dude. I'm having a camera issue. Why you look so bad? Hey, Caddis. Alright. I was thinking about it, guys, and this is not a solution to take out Great Britain, because the intention is to attack Great Britain, and I would have to occupy every single one of his islands, right, to take it from a separate peace deal, which is not acceptable. So, regrettably, I don't know what we're going to do, which one we're going to attack. But it's very frustrating. The guarantee is just a never-ending nightmare in this game. I think it's going to be attacking Great Britain and white piecing Portugal. Alaska's army is quite pathetic. Oh boy. Alright, I will do just that. Next month we're going to dow the 13 colonies. So we've got things to do at the end of the month. Burning, etc. Okay, coalition is subsiding. How did it currently look? Not too bad. Thank you, Trolley. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 60 months, Trolley. Saving up for the institution with the money that we have. Have fun, Harry. Cleaning up the Caribbean trash, I suppose, that the zombies that remains. Oh boy, governing capacity is doing terribly. We built stuff, right? Yeah, we built stuff, but we should be building more. So this is actually the place to do it. In Hussite territory up here. It's an improvement. And most of the stuff has cathedrals. I think that I'm going to start converting the New World. They're due more rebel factions here in the North Americas. And just stabilizing them would be better if we could. Alright, let's look at the overextension that we will get from Alaska. It should be low. Of course, Alaska mostly being Hussite means that with our outrageously good stability, they will pretty much just be stable. That's the idea in the Hussite provinces, even after full annexation, which is crazy. 11, great. Okay, that's not much at all, so we're going to do the 13 colonies. which in his case, these are all the ones that do give overextension remaining, so there certainly will be overextension generated from that. Thanks, y'all. Have a good day yourself. Okay, so speaking of missionaries, I guess I was indiscriminately doing them against Christians, many of which have buildings in their buildings in their territory right now. How are our colonists doing? Seems like they're doing well. This guy can go here. Kill the natives there. Missionaries, yes. I think I'm happy to do it in North America on the pagan provinces right now. I know the odd province like this doesn't actually have separatism either. This would be really good to spread the adjacency down through the Red Sea. We're getting really close, guys, right? Really close. To the end. Nice. This is something we've been long awaiting. Yeah, I'm going to wait till the end of the month, though. It must have been a month. It's been a month, right? It's been a month. Okay. Back to culture converting, aka exploiting. So in the beginning of our session, we like to exploit. Stuff that is not our culture and not currently being converted to our culture. Which should not be too bad. It shouldn't be too bad. Right now I actually value tax the least, obviously, and then actually manpower followed by production in terms of development. So we most often burn tax if it's available, followed by manpower, and finally production if nothing else is available. Alright, Scandinavia maybe? England. Here we go. So the separatism may have come up on these now, which it hadn't. It should have come up. It hadn't last session, but there's good adjacency here. Scandinavia looks good to go as well. Thank you for the sub, Maldipity. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much, Maldipity. You're the best. Alright, let's keep going. India. Lang Paulson, appreciate you, dude. Thank you for the 3 months, man. Lang. Lange, however I should be saying your name. Okay, let's quickly just look at the New World assets, and this should be it for burning. For now. And now we're going to convert every... I find the map mode to be most effective now. We're going to burn every single province we can, which is adjacent, as we are spreading more and more. And we're going to go to the low end and convert any zeros that we might have. Zero cost in America. The tooltip is the best, or the macro builder is the best to do those. Alright. Very good. So India was our new hotspot here with our coastal province. It's adjacent. This is one of the biggest in the world there with adjacency. Very good. If only it didn't take so long, man. If only it didn't take so long. There's a lot of areas with no separatism here. Let's do this for another enclave of adjacency. That's 3 points, guys. So I think that's worth it. If you guys recall from our other run, there's a point that we have to basically abandon adjacency anyway, whether we like it or not. So let's try to be more time efficient. Spreading adjacency. Hey, here we go. This is good. Area, I did burn this, right? Yeah. So the pinnacle of Denmark here spreading into Scandinavia. Nice. And England was the other area. Very nice. Actually putting down a couple hundred Diplo points there. Cracking into this, finally. All of Europe is about to be Roman, or at least converting to Roman, eh guys? We're going to have the British Isles way up here in the north, and that's pretty much it. Pretty cool. Yep, the colonist is not lazy. I retracted him. It's going to go there. Alright, so 13 colonies. Let's check the overextension. We're going to add 12 to this. And how are we looking? Do we want to squeeze in another war? Oh, it's looking like we do. Well, we do. Alright, so let's kill that native. Let's kill that native. I think let's transport some units over there to North America. I'm feeling lacking. Limburg. There's more adjacency. Nice. Thank you. All but 2 done. Looks like some of these will finish soon as well. It looks like Aiken is going to be a while to crack into that with the reduced cost, and it's a high dev province, so it's definitely worth it. Cool. Let's quickly just look here for adjacency. I doubt there is much, if it exists. No, doesn't look that way. Okay. Back to it. Yeah, so I failed. I stated that up like that was a huge mistake. But we are converting India. This stuff just recently, what, was diplo annexed. Which means, in theory, if he didn't have any separatism, there's no longer separatism here, provided that it's converted. So, yeah, let everything around our culture, let's start converting it. Okay, any prestige is going to go into Malacca, and we're going to enforce religion on him. could hurt. Probably not. I'll try, but probably not, no. Nice conversions. Alright, so we got some Caribbean zombies up here. That's inevitable. We're gonna have to go deal with them. Don't have a choice. Remove state. Alright, so for missionaries, these Catholic provinces are back, ready to go, perhaps? Cathedral there, very good. Check cathedrals where? Where do you want me to check cathedrals? I'm going to do town halls if we can as well. Oh boy, feeling really tedious today actually right off the bat. Oh jeez. It's like a stack wipe here. It's a shame. But I am not surprised. So that's Alaska's only fort. Windrunner, thank you so much for the sub, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the 30 months. Thank you, Journey to the End of the Night. Appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much. I read your message. Are you Czech? You know, one thing I always find interesting about Czech, or funny, I suppose, is like I thought the appropriate term is Czech Republic. That's always what I would call Czech. Modern day is Czech Republic. And people, locals in the region, apparently call it Czechia or something. Czechia. You're from Cyprus. Cool. Nice. Nice-oo. Alright, let's do some more Indians. Uh-oh. No, that's okay. Oh, jeez. Teaching Colony is a fort in every single one of these bloody locations. It's awkward. Yeah, Bohemian's still appropriate till this day. I approve, Berlandis. I approve. Because they are Bohemians. Yeah, exactly. Hippie. Exactly. Alright. I want some of this stuff to go up this way. Swag Surfer. Appreciate it, Swag Surfer. Nice to see you. How are you doing? Okay, good. More adjacency out here. No more natives in this part. Wait, did I just see a Discord message? I did. Okay. Second bonus, guys, of the Age of Revolutions. A lot of these guys are valuable. So artillery bonus versus fort is a big one, right? Helps us move faster here. We're in need of speed at this very moment. No power from force march. Very good, but we also are doing pretty good on manpower, aka military points right now. Global naval engagements, that would really have helped us when we needed it last session. When we're trying to brute force Malacca. Ignore coring range. Very often, like, that's kind of like a must-have, but we're kind of everywhere already, you know? We've kind of made multiple steps into everywhere. I'm not sure we value that too much right now either. Damage, nothing wrong with that. Liberals are from same continent, non-existent. So I'm thinking the artillery bonus versus forts +3. What are you guys thinking? Yeah, let's just speed it up. These sieges, which will still suffer at anyway, but we do have that 20% siege ability for people who don't know, so even though true to form we will fail on tick, fail on tick, fail on tick, those ticks come a lot faster. I'm going to do it. It's all about speed, 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 speed right now. Okay, that native's dead, and this guy can go be somewhere else, to be honest. We've got one stack up in North Africa. This is 2 stacks here. Could kill the natives here in advance. The same with this, actually. Okay, I'm trying to hunt his troops here. So he ramped up a lot, I've noticed, since we attacked him. Yeah, so I'll give you an example actually here. We basically have our, does army tradition give you siege ability? It does, very small amount. 5. 5 siege ability plus 12.6 siege ability here, plus 20 from offensive and 20 from the thingy mabob. So this is a hills province, and it takes about 24 days. I mean, it's good, but it's worse than I actually thought. It's because it's hills, I think. He's got hills. Isaac Hastings. Oh, luck. Okay. He's actually got another modifier as well. Makes sense. So basically they're very defensive, but we're still fast at sieging them, which is good. We're pro-siegers. Now, okay, now I'm struggling a little bit because, you know, we have his one and only fort, this guy, the Alaskans. But nonetheless, he doesn't want to peace out. At least he's medium enthusiasm now. Build some more ships. Something I should have been doing actually. To fight the British, etc. We could, nothing wrong with more ships. He's converting that to Hussite and we're about to kill him. That's a shame, but we'll assume that he has been doing some conversions to make us all feel better. I mean, I'm pretty sure they have, guys. The independent Brazilians, the independent Colombians, the independent Alaskans. I think they have, between them, done some conversions, but not that many. The main bonus was that we, of course, converted their land ourselves prior to releasing them, as opposed to nothing at all and having nowhere to convert. But I guess by that logic, any province that they converted is good, right? Any single one. As we push for the one faith. Now, where are our generals at, dude? Where would they be? Damn it. One. Get some siege ability on these guys. Okay, and the English actually have, the 13 colonies, whatever the faces, actually have troops here. Hey, Christos. I'm coping. I guess this is just brutal, man. It's absolutely brutal. But doing fine. Thank you. So we want to have peaced out here very soon. A couple months here. Barrage. In regards to both wars, I mean. Now these guys are going to turn into zombies. Let's hunt them. And Alaska's probably done already, are they? Nope, but they're getting there. Two Ming Wars, exactly, that's the idea. I'm hoping we can do one Ming War and then attack people that hit, like his allies or something. But he's been dishonoring this session. Now he is recovering. One of his issues is this guy is cruel. So maybe that goes away. And who knows, maybe we can actually just pay off his debt. Like, he will remain a great power is the problem, but we can throw copious amounts of money at him. Now, right now we don't have copious amounts of money. I mean, I could generate it with debt. But we have the institution to embrace. There's a lot of buildings we've been doing and so on. So, it's not ideal. Getting a little bit of lag. Death Martian finishes, that's of no consequence. Definitely, I think most of the high dev provinces are in Asia by the looks of things. You know, just clicking around on these dev provinces, they're quite high, which is not great. Hey, Electroseal, what's up? It's Ethiopia. A lot of New World conversions there by the looks of things. Good. But the adjacency need the separatism to be gone, but also for the province to be cored in the first place. Which, in our situation, is not always the case, that we haven't cored them. $100 years to go, true. True, we're on the 100-year mark. The P-Resher is on, the P-Resher. Okay, let's do indiscriminately convert. Catholics again, I like that. Unstate these guys. We're going to be fighting Brazil here momentarily. Come on, forts, dude. Come on, 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 now. Take them now. West African rebellions. We'll let Songhai handle it. Killing natives. All over the show. Okay, so this is all Peruvian area, which is a pain to deal with this. Let's burn. I think I remember looking and seeing that they have cathedral slots quite nicely, right? Let's see. Yeah, brilliant. Certainly not as tedious. I'm gonna do some building deleting while I'm here. I just feel up for it right now. Making space for cathedrals, of course. Okay, Alaska, why aren't you quitting? Because of that battle. Now you quit, right? Now you quit. We should be over already, so the English 13 colonies just need... Good, that's filling station. One more fort. Boom. Dunzos. Roman North America looking thick, and the beautiful thing is so much of that is already Hussite. Beautiful. Hey, Daru. So we're waiting on this guy here. Feel like a lot of zombie cleanup is necessary. To be honest, the unrest here, yeah, it shouldn't be too bad, which is kind of how it is. Alright, so town halls. Alright, there's a building slot there. So that's acceptable, I suppose. Same as that, good. Just checking. Let's just take a look. Alright, they all have building slots. We'll have to come back and cathedral this. Nice. Now these guys are probably Arctic. But they're also all Hussite. Very nice. It's going to have a one available building as a town hall. Good, good, good. So California probably gives little to no overextension, right? I wonder if we could... Maybe this might be a good time to add him into the fold. Incorporate him. The Indian font is really weird, yeah. We owned a lot of this land, and we handed it to him, but at the same time it is weird. It's really weird. The Roman there in his territory, it's weird. Okay, speaking of which, have you been... He is missionarying it up. So these are all officially Hussite missionaries, guys. All of that. It's pretty good. I see 2 Songhai. I see 2 Indian. I see 2 Chagatai. 2 Ethiopia. 2 Russia. So why do I not see Kilwa? I do. 2 Kilwa. Okay. That's pretty much us. Do you guys think that's enough? Put some prestige on Malacca, thank you. One more and he's there, guys. He's Hussite, which means his missionaries will be active as well. Do you guys think it's enough, though? I'm not sure if I think it's enough. I'm supposed to be doing Japan for conversions. Spreading culture there. I just remembered. Let's do that. Beautiful. Tag elimination. Let's go. Alright, we're on zombie cleanup crew in North America right now. And I think that it's time to dial Brazil, guys. So these two are both these two here, which are inland. Alright. Let's free up some of these generals. I'm really going to whack this guy really quickly, add him to the list. Why not? We've got the OE available. So I have a little bit more of understanding as to what I never knew, Doru, but the community now knows what triggers the separatism bug and the spooky separatism, and it comes from basically the way that it works is that if a nation has separatism themselves from expanding, every single time it is exchanged hands, that separatism is reset. And that includes when you take the province, when you release the province to your subject, when you annex your province from the subject, etc. and so on. Which actually means that technically some of these most problematic provinces, like in China, will not get spooky separatism guaranteed, because Ming does not have separatism on them. So that's where, if historically we go back and look at the ones who had it, it was like, this was one of the problematic provinces, and it's when one of the Filipinos conquered this at some stage, and it kept exchanging hands between different nations, and that separatism kept resetting. Yeah, so with that in mind, I mean, we didn't have issues with spooky separatism last time, so we just have to be extra vigilant on high dev provinces, particularly in like contested areas. The reality is that we did have spooky separatism every single time. Every single time we had it. Every single time. But we were early enough, we were fast enough, we were ahead of the game enough, we reduced the regular separatism with every other modifier, we waited it out, and we finished it, no problem. It's honestly really unfortunate that, like in my other games, this was the highest dev in the world, and it had spooky separatism. Like, it's just really, really, really unfortunate. Would you believe? I mean, we would have literally done this, like, it feels like 2 years ago by now. I don't know actually how long ago it was, but yeah, the province is just bugged out for no reason. In most people's cases, if they had just done and played the game, you'd probably just get it done. Hey, Prime Cake, what's up? Just gonna quickly whack that guy. Oh, we can do adjacency up from here. Nice. The colony. Cool. We've exclusively been following adjacency right now. That's the philosophy that we've been using, and we haven't had an issue with having too many diplo points, and we haven't had an issue of having nothing to convert just yet. So it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Indeed. Let's start doing it in Japan, though, right? Missionaries. Let's go out here in Japan. Where is that? Fig? Thanks. Good stuff. You're a fig, chat. Just, I want you to know that. Oh no, I hate it when advisors die. We're not actually attached to our Diplo points, right? I mean, our Diplo advisor. I don't think we care. I mean, obviously the trade one makes a ton of money back. I think that's fine. Just get that up instantly. Nice, India. Inland here. Very good. Oh no, I've got to wait 14 days because I don't have a diplomat. Arg. Right, cathedral slots, workshop or whatever it's called, thingy, town hall. Alright, now, we've got to start thinking about our next round of overextension. So if we dow Brazil, we have to deal with Colombia. The thing is that Brazil does not give us overextension. A lot of Colombia does. Maybe we should be doing something like this at the same time, right? That makes sense to me. I think we're going to do this at the same time. Let's start this first, because our positioning is better. So this is feed Ethiopia, but also take some of the overextension ourselves because Ethiopia won't handle it all. Much like this guy here. That checks out in my book. Cathedrals are good here, right? Yes, they are. Dude, our governing capacity is doing terribly. And a lot of these finished. Yikes, dude. It's only getting worse and worse here. Are we really going to have to be that vigilant and do every single thing we can? Give me a break. Twitch is notorious for that, dude. It's part of the reason that I notify everybody that I'm going live on my Discord. If you want a solution to that, you can follow my Discord, if for no other reason that you'll get a notification when I'm going live. Okay, there's a cathedral there, let's do that. The AI builds the shipyard on every single coastal province if they have the money to do it. Yes, they do. At least on very hard difficulty. I'm not sure about normal. So, we could also do Mexico at the same time. I'm sure California at least gives some overextension, right? Or we could add that to the list. But he should give some. Like 1 or 2. We could do Brazil and Mexico. I mean, I already declared this. Never mind. We'll just do Brazil. My dude's stopping our core progress. Wow, these zombies in North America, this is brutal. Culture conversion in the Middle East didn't seem to spread adjacency. Oh, that is adjacent over the sea there, guys. The Red Sea, isn't it? 25 adjacent. Yes, it is. China rebels. Thanks. This is actually protected by the fort, you know, that's the idea. And like I said, spooky separatism, as far as I know, it cannot occur here. But we don't want that added 10 years of separatism if we can avoid it. Wow, I resent you even saying that. That implies, Prime Kick, that Taiwan is China, which it's not. That they are rebels in China, which they're not. Okay, this guy is going to be converted. I think maybe we lack separatism there, and there's now some good adjacency. This is where we should be culture converting. Nice-oo. Calistophenes, I'm going to ban you. I'm going to ban you. That's not a joking matter, so... Are you joking? I know you've been a long-time viewer here, but you're... we don't roll like that, okay? We don't roll like that. So, you're entitled to your opinion and your own thoughts and opinions, but when your thought... It's the real China. Okay, there we go. Just clarifying. You guys pissing me off, dude. Jeez Louise. I'm not about to ban you, Calista. I'm about to freaking... Where you at? Where you at? How about you become part of New Zealand, okay? I'm about to freaking invade your freaking ass, dude. Okay, so Zeus Bright is getting banned. How's that? Was that a faster overreaction for you, my dude? I just one-upped it there, didn't I? So, yeah, I don't even give you the option to redeem yourself, you degenerate. Get out of here. Alright, why do I feel like now my missionaries aren't coming back? Okay, Fittest. Bye, dude. I gave you many, many warnings, Fittest. So, you're welcome to watch. I know you've been a long time watcher, but you're gone now. So that guy, I gave him my personal time of day, guys, because he hit me up on Discord, and the guy's like an absolute no-hoper. Like, it's like difficult to even talk to that guy. He asked me, why did I get frustrated at him the other day? And literally he controlled the entire narrative of the stream. I explained why on the stream that I didn't appreciate the way he's talking. And I even said it's not a big deal, I just don't want to look at the word that you wrote, like, in chat. That's why I purged it. Then after the stream, he asked me why. So I talked to the guy for, like, I don't know, half an hour. And it's just painful talking to the guy. But ever since then, he's like, I guess it was painful for him as well, but he doesn't like me, so there he's trying to school me and lecture me in my chat. But I'm wrong and bad for trying to use the little influence that I have to control to school you guys and lecture you guys, right? It's just hypocritical. My streamer's not good enough. What a bad streamer. True, true. Get out of here. Okay, our positioning is so bad for Brazil. Let's bring the fleets. Wow, we got a super piece Colombia also. It's not too bad actually. No, that's mistaken. There is mercy shown. I gave the guy multiple warnings. Jeez. You're about to be exactly in his shoes. If you type a question in chat and I sit here and the stream is about talking to you, whatever you want to talk about, and you're trying to control and strong arm my stream, and now you're the focus because of what I consider your negative behavior, consider that a warning. You've been warned now yourself. Penguinara, whatever your frickin' face is. That's not acceptable. This isn't what the stream is about. I'm trying to play the game. People think that they can get gifted a sub or sub themselves, and they can do whatever they want. I mean, you guys can do whatever you want, but you can't. Like, this is my stream, guys. I'm sorry, this isn't like America. We're not going to take a vote. Okay, we're not going to take a vote and for really good results. Like, this is my stream. Behave yourself. Jeez, it's not that hard. Okay, we'll do that guy there. Fetus has had a thing up his ass where he's taken every. It's literally he's part of the reason among every others that the chat is not on the screen because I don't want to represent his comments on stream to be recorded. He's had a thing up his ass ever since where he wants to school and lecture me and be passive aggressive and expose how I'm mistaken and how I'm wrong think. Somebody said his literal comment was wrong think, wrong think. Everything's wrong think nowadays. Well, my behavior is wrong think according to him. He's trying to school me every chance he gets. That's why it's not going to happen anymore. You'll notice I unironically advocated for book burning the other day. It's like I own it. It's like, yeah, dude, I am wrong thing. Burn the pornography. Burn the pornography online. Like, that's how I am. Okay? I'm being honest with you. If you don't like that, go away. Like, it's like, what's the big deal? Don't come tell me that I'm bad and I'm wrong. Fine, just go away. I'm not hurting anybody. It's like, yeah. That's how it is here, guys. I'm pretty consistent. Okay, we'll get rid of this. So I think in reference to the governing capacity being high, we do have a lot of states right now, so we want to try to get them gone. Yeah, I do Viking. I think so. Daru kind of stressed me out a little bit talking about the bug, which we didn't have an issue with the bug last time, and I'm hoping we don't have an issue with it again. Okay, so let's check out the overextension for Brazil. Let's look at the peace deals. You know how I always talk smack about DDR Jake, guys? That's exactly why. Because he advocated for rebellion in my chat. He came into my chat and he was leading a rebellion against me. He's typing in my chat, he's using his words, his fingers, talking about how bad and how wrong I am and how I should be doing it right. That's what happened, okay, if you want the truth. And these guys doing the same thing. Like, I won't stand for it for somebody who gets 1,000 views, who with the click of a button can make my day, okay? If you think I'm going to stand for it for some viewer, or like because you think you're my dad because you give me $5 or I get $2.50 of it a month or something like that, like, you're crazy. You're crazy. Jeez, man. These people think they can, like, sit there, watch you for 6 months, or donate to you, or give you a sub, and then lecture you on how you should behave or whatever. Well, I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not doing anything wrong. If you don't like me, just leave. Thank you. I think that's perfectly reasonable, but I think that people are not normally reasonable today, as a general rule. The overextension thing, literally, Seal? Yeah, it's because it ends up being more efficient, but you're right. My next try, I want to overextend into England just to get rid of him. That's what we're going to do. Because he's too big. No, Jake did that like 3.5 years ago. Longer. 4 years ago. Longer. 4.5, almost 5 years ago. Jake did that. Okay, the Mamluks. The Mamluks are an Asian. Yikes. Okay, so I think we're going to full annex and release Brunei, guys, but I'm kind of scared, because he has religious as well. I'm kind of scared to have too many subjects. Battle in Colombia? Colombia. Oh boy. That's bad. I'm locked in. I wish you'd caught me onto that one sooner. That's in Highlands as well. Frick. That's yikes. Well, I appreciate the heads up, dude. We'll see what we can do. Okay, in this case here, we're gonna give as much over to Ethiopia as we can. I should have a colonist ready to colonize in here. That would be a great idea. Let's do that. That's a lot of overextension. For war score, 47%. Okay. Let's free up this general. Seems like we're really strong compared to Colombia. That's great. I mean, it's not a surprise, but at the same time, we're attacking into the hills, outnumbered. So if we don't get stack wiped, that's kind of crazy good at this late stage of the game, with all the cannons and stuff. 6 more days, come on. Whoa! Stupid event unpause the game. Okay. Good. Good. Let's start, I guess, walking over to get the... No, we gotta get Peru out as well. Man, I don't feel like I have enough in South America. I kept hiring more troops last time in South America, but it's not enough. let's go back over to pick up more reinforcements. In the case of Colombia, what's he got going? He's allied to that. So I suppose we would white peace Colombia, and Peru will probably be easier to break his alliance. Colombia. Brazil, that's full annexation, 91 war score. This is one of the strongest nations in the world, guys, literally. So I don't want to be slow and inefficient by any stretch. But I guess if there was anybody to do against, it would be him. But yeah, I don't want to be slow and inefficient. I want to get it done. We can do this. So that's pretty funny. We actually cut him off here, and he walked into the mountains because he was locked in after taking the battle. Can we stack wipe that? No, we can't. This is a full annexation here, so let's just hunt his troops a bit. I've already killed natives there, that's good. Damn, these forts are falling quickly under the AI, typical. So this piece it looks like it goes real, or you know, the war ends quickly, but we will be hanging out trying to avoid overextension, so we should be hunting those enemies. Can I get the next institution? We can, by taking out debt and so on. In theory, if we annex land where the alignment is, or if we wait, then in theory it's going to get cheaper, right? So what we typically do under this circumstance is we either take it when my innovativeness is going down and therefore I have to tech, or when I am capped out on monarch points and we want to tech, which we only tech our military and our admin now up to admin tech 27, and then we no longer tech our admin either. Yeah, so until the innovativeness becomes a thing or we cap out on points, then I'm not going to bother because it's just more economical to wait. The other, I guess, exception to that rule is if we really wanted the bonus from the institution. In this case, it's the culture conversion cost reduction, which is great. However, we're actually culture conversion cap reduction right now, even without the parliamentary bonus due to the golden era. So we don't worry about that either. The bonus actually does nothing for us at this very moment. Alright, so we want to force feed as much to this as to Ethiopia as we can. It just dawned on me that's not going to work as it colonizing unless I legitimately own the province. Let's look at war school cost here. This works. 98. Cool. Yeah, I guess we're in a hurry. Let's barrage these. He's probably going to go into this mountains, is he? Looks to me like that's what he's doing. Let's see if we can dodge that. Ormaz has just managed to survive. He's a sneaky guy. Just because of overextension limitations and stuff. You guys know the same reason that you guys don't like me is the same reason that you do like me. Like, do you guys know that? Do I have to explain that to you guys? If I was, that guy's been following me a long time, Fetish the Bus, and he's a sub as well. And if I behaved the way that he wanted me to behave, he wouldn't like me. That's the irony. Do you notice how quickly, like, your point disappears? I tell people so often, like, why are you doing that in my chat? Why are you talking in my chat? And do you see how often, like, you're so right? But then you get banned and people move on and nobody cares and you have no power and nothing happens. And it just goes away. I don't know. People just don't seem to get it. No, I'm not bragging. Korea. That doesn't do anything for us. Separatism is still there. Easy rebels to be dealt with. Ooh, lots of European conversions. Did we get adjacency? Yes, we did. Aachen here, being a little isolated region. At what point is the best to seed some cheap culture conversions around the map instead of adjacency? I'm actually working on exactly that in Japan. It's based off of low development and isolated regions, and at what point? It's just where you lack separatism, dude. So I've been following areas where I lack separatism. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go into further detail in regards to that. So it looks like we're just going to own this. So I'll send my colonists back. We should have time to colonize that. However we like, I suppose. Yikes. Wow. Holy frick, dude. There goes 155,000 manpower. Okay, White Peaceful Colombia is actually pretty close with his capital. If he takes his capital back, I think I'll assault it back under my control. But we just need some more of these forts here. Did we just lose Defender? Okay, well, we're killing Brazil. We'll take it back. That's the problem, man. Like, I hope... I don't know, man. A part of me feels like... Nah, it had to be that way. Part of me feels like them being Hussite, it works against us. But I don't think so. I think it works in our favor. When I was talking, the reason I like to talk about it, guys, is for the benefit of other people. When I gave Fittest the time of day, when I told him, when I warned him, when we were having a conversation, I said that he will adhere to my behavior or he will be banned. And I said it multiple times. And he said to me, like, yeah, I'm just going to be more reserved and not talk. And later on, because he kept giving me pushback and arguing, I said, you'll adhere to my rules or you'll be banned. And he said, he acted like I'm stupid and I'm an idiot. He's like, yeah, that's what I just said earlier. I said that myself. That's what's going to happen. Well, is that what happened? He kept inciting rebellion against me and he got banned. So you try to tell people what's going to happen and he thinks I'm an idiot for trying to tell him what happened. Well, I was warning you, dude. It's called a warning. It's like, if you behave one way, I'm going to behave this way. Do you understand? He's like, yep. I'm like, do you understand? He's like, yep. Do you understand? Yep. Do you understand? Yep. And then he doesn't behave that way and I ban him. The reason I keep trying to justify it is because yeah, it's like, I do feel bad, you know, that's how I am. But that's my problem. We lost a friend of the faith. Yes, we did, which sucks. So Hormuz is going to have no friends, but he will be backed up by Asian defender. We'll go short truce that guy. And this dude, the war is effectively won. These will turn into zombies. Just take battles. Man, I was feeling so chuffed about my manpower and I was being able to just be reckless because we were hitting critical mass, and just like that, so much of it is gone. Provided that we're in an area where we don't need the units, I can delete them for manpower. Okay, don't state up something else. Keep converting our states and unstate them. Beautiful. Good stuff. Okay, that can get Peru out. Brazil. Let's go deal with Brazil. We went administrative and expansion. We're going to abandon expansion once I've colonized every province in the world. And we're going to take humanist at 26, and we're going to turn expansion into aristocratic. And aristocratic is just for a policy at that point, which gives us missionary strength. So our next idea is humanist, basically. And eventually we'll actually probably abandon 2 or 3 other idea groups, just to refund them and turn them into monarch points. Good. Alright, so Brazil doesn't seem to have a single fort, guys. So as long as we get his friends out here, we should be able to carpet siege him to some degree. Quantity, in my opinion, is the strongest military group. I actually, it's funny, I remember being a noob and not liking quantity, and then I started to very much like quantity, and I almost felt weird because there was this notion like quantity is bad, and then it got to a point, very iconically, Budget Monk, where that's often how it is. The way for me is that I have dissonance with what's often thought of or whatever, and I would just be like, no, quantity's the best, even though people would say it's bad. And then all of a sudden, rapidly, it transformed into quantity is the best. Everybody thought quantity is the best, and I still think quantity is the best. But the reason that we don't take quantity and sort of the logic, the thought process, which is very unique to myself also, I noticed that other high-level people don't sort of adopt this philosophy. The reason that I do not use quantity, even though I think it makes you the strongest and the most powerful, I use offensive because I think in this kind of run, it is technically the best because of the siege ability, which I consider a gap closer. So, I think gap closers are the best. So I basically mused with this like philosophy, like if quantity is the best, can we just do it with offensive anyway? And as it turns out, yes. I've done it many times. Sometimes I don't even know how I do it. Sometimes when I'm getting so stressed and overwhelmed, I'm trying to keep up with my own previously uh, established standard, and it's hard and I'm stressing. See you, literally, Steel. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for your tips and advice and stuff as to how things are going. Okay, so I want to drop the culture conversion here, but we've got to unstate it first in Japan. So that's an enclave in Japan. Yeah, so I've ranted about it before, but basically, when I was going into these runs, I was thinking about how can we do stuff in reference to my previous like world conquests and so on. Like how can you do certain things better, faster, and more efficient? And the obvious and most standout example of that is like admin efficiency ideas, core creation cost. If you were a gamer who was in a position where you took an admin idea and you took, economic or something like that, or innovativeness, innovative ideas. Economic is going to, if you took it first, you're going to have so much more economic snowball. Your development, your building cost reduction, your inflation staying down, like particularly on gold, developing gold, and you might be able to achieve crazy things due to having economic. And then if somebody told you basically you cannot take economic, you're suddenly going to have this idea like, well, geez, economic is so strong. And it's not that economic is not strong, but it doesn't compare to administrative, right? Because of the idea of like, well, what if you just didn't take economic and you just did it anyway? But then you have adaptability. Uh, and most people, again, like if they're in a bad position or they're not confident, wouldn't think that's plausible. But that gap closer is so powerful that if you do just do it anyway, you'll find that you're in a much better position, right? And you resource money from going wide and so on. So that's like a kind of basic rundown as to like why I like gap closers. And if you keep extrapolating that same philosophy, like, okay, we don't take this, instead we take the gap closer. We don't take this, instead we take something else because it's a gap closer. I consider the siege ability to be a gap closer, and I also consider myself to be cursed with sieges, and I need it more than anybody else, I suppose. And that's why we roll with offensive, but I think pound for pound, quantity is so much better. It also has better policies for us, though. Offensive. There's not a single thing I can do or change or tweak to improve the policy game. We have like the best policy game. It's part of the reason we're using these specific idea sets, like in the order that we took it and everything. The policies are too good for us. Defender went to Brazil, dude. He just took it from us. We're going to take it back after he's dead and gone, which is hopefully by the time these cores finish. I'm actually going to make a YouTube video about that concept eventually. Like the gap closer concept, the annexation cost reduction, CCR, etc. With that being said, I think I've theorized about Death Martian, doing this as Death Martian, and there would be a point, for sure, I don't deny that, where you simply are incapable of achieving something, and at that stage you're not going to want the gap closer, you're going to want to be able to achieve it in the first place. And I think if we did it as Death Martian, I would go quantity, I think. And if I didn't go quantity, it would be maybe that we would do 2 military ideas instead of 1. And for the policy that we want, we might do, much like switching out to aristocratic in the late game, I might do that. But yeah, I think I would need to do quantity as Death Martian. I'm not 100% sure though. Alright, we're starting to rack up a pretty reasonable amount of Diplo points here, guys. Adjacency. Yeah, just to reiterate, I think people watching who watch the other rank know this, but we've been more meticulous and more efficient up until now, at least, with our Diplo points than ever before. Like, not only do we happen to be in a better position, a lot of that is just determined by other variables in the game. But we're continuing to be efficient, right? We're not. I've pretty much exclusively just done adjacent targets, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, this stuff needs to be converted. I started culture converting in a state. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. It's something we often do, which is not intended right now. Alright, 20% Brazil, guys. 20% Brazil. So we want to win battles. Let's protect his capital region. We got this coming. Deal with his forces. And siege him down. This can come this way in carpet siege. Now we got troops in Peru. Caught that guy. He actually doesn't have a general either. In the dry lands, that could go really well. Looks like our trading in cocoa manpower modifier has been fluctuating, but it after taking out Brazil, that's typically they're randomly generated, but Brazil should be the sort of highest density cocoa area from my experience. Let's take a quick look. Well, there is a lot of cocoa there. So all of that you saw is going to come under us, and that includes this one with 8 development. Good. So we should have that manpower recovery modifier locked down after taking out Brazil, considering we're fluctuating on actually having it now. These are all cannons. I'm sure I'll regret this. The reason I've been doing this reckless carpet sieging, even though we are like walking into the fog, is because, I mean, I just lost 150,000 manpower from an event, but we've actually been doing so well with our manpower that, like, if they get picked off, I can just rebuild an entirely new stack. Man, yikes, he had reinforcements coming in. Yikes. We don't have the numbers here to cope with this right now. We're under governing capacity with buildings finishing, that's good, but not by much at all. Should be vigilant in doing this. So we did cathedrals here, right? I'm pretty certain. Let's indiscriminately build these. Here we go. We haven't sorted out the Caribbean land. We often neglect land that we don't need a core, so let's start with cathedrals. It's Hussite. Very nice. Thank you, Glimmercasts. How's East Asia going? Somebody asked. I mean, pretty good. Pretty good, dude. Chug is our vessel. We fed a lot to Russia and Chug. Russia's still struggling, so we must keep that in mind. Chagatai, actually, he's behind in tech, but he potentially is more suitable to feed than Russia. We must keep that in mind. But yeah, you can see we own all of Japan and Korea, sort of Manchu area. Well, Korea does exist. A lot of Ming. It looks like if we would attack Ming directly, he's a 2-war job. This is our vassal here, so it's typical Southeast Asia is often some of the hardest to deal with. There is the odd random Middle Eastern sort of Asian region, but we're cracking down on all of it. This has actually been an interesting game where it hasn't followed so hard in the same manner as the other games, which have all pretty much typically gone the exact same way, where we're just choking down on sort of that part of the world. In this case, you know, we're still in Africa, but there's really not much remaining. And then, you know, we're in the Middle East, but there's not much remaining. We're in India, but there's not much remaining. There's less of Southeast Asia remaining, right? So a little bit more all over the place, I guess. Okay, so Brazil's on 25. Let's do this. We need more reinforcements over here. Will I feed Kilwa into the Congo? Probably not, no. Kilwa is kind of doing the best on his religious conversions out of our subjects. So we've got Ethiopia doing really well, Kilwa doing really well. This guy, I consider him to be doing really well as well. We're feeding him land to convert. You know, but Ethiopia and this guy don't really count because they're so small. So when I say he's doing the best kill, I mean in reference to the larger nations. Malacca should be good to be Hussite. Beautiful. Here we go. Let's go, Malacca. He seems pretty stable all in all as well. Good. So he should get 2 missionaries up, guys, with religious ideas. Yeah, well, it makes sense that we would be doing the best. You know, I said at the end of our Hungarian run that at this stage, you know, if we were in the exact same position as Bohemia, we would do it. And I, you know, I said it for a reason. I thought that to be the case. It was absolutely miserable getting a good Bohemian game up off the ground. I knew it would be. But yeah, if you guys remember, we got the Scuffed Inheritance, which was really nice. I was really worried about my reform progress. But everything more or less went pretty well this game. Yeah. The fact that I couldn't have this revolt to, like, fall off to rebellions was one of the worst things about this entire game. I knew it was going to be the way. Because the Ottomans were too big, and we had that bottleneck, if you guys remember, where I wanted to move on, but I was stuck as Austria. And that, because we started getting bigger and bigger and bigger in other theatres, but we weren't changing tags, that's what actually ultimately led to us being so powerful we didn't even have any valid rivals, which was one of the other issues where we couldn't get power projection because we didn't have valid rivals. That was poopy as well. But all in all, it was a sort of blessed run. The Spanish PU, right? The Spanish PU was just absolutely disgustingly clutch. Like, that's what really took it to... I just knew with the Scuffed Inheritance and the Spanish PU, we were just straight up having a great game. Eridani, thank you so much, dude, for the sub. I appreciate that. Thank you. Alright, where did I state this stuff? Here. Do these. Slow rise from 32% to basically 100% against Brazil, guys. That's what we're working on. In theory, if he had no troops, it would not be a slow rise. We would just skyrocket up. So we're going to try to... kill his armies. Alright, Malacca. Uh-oh. We'll give him time. Let's check his economy. He is losing money, which is where we want him, because he's absolutely fumingly pissed at us now. But of course, theoretically, they could struggle to pay for their missionaries. So I'm going to give it another month. He will convert, I'm sure he will. He has to. Alright, unstate Japan. Let's start creating an enclave of adjacency here in Japan. Very good. There's culture and there's colonies. Nice. Trying to accumulate my troops here. Okay, the British Isles. So we might have spread adjacency around. Also, separatism might have come up. Yep. Chester is one of the biggest provinces in the world that we don't own. It might actually be the biggest, guys. It's so big. We need to deal with Britain, man. 50. Yeah, I mean, we have plenty of time. It's okay. It's so annoying. I've been trying to deal with him, but it's just tough. It's here. 50 dev. This is so annoying, though. I have to make it a priority, though. I have to. So we're going to do England and White Peace Portugal. Coming up. I'm building more ships, which are finishing up. That's going to help with that. Because we have to get on to Portugal to piece them out. Let's look, is Malacca here? There it is, 1. I mean, he's not that big, so 1 is better than nothing. Love to see it. But he does have religious ideas. So he should have another diplomat. Malacca. Brunei has 50% trade power. Yikes. He's got a religious center here, guys. That's bad. Brunei has a huge target on his back as well. Okay, let's take these guys. Never mind. It's working on the capital again. Brazil bought it. He brought it as we're fighting him. We're going to take it back shortly, after destroying him here. I mean, the only Hussite independent nations in the world are like Mexico, California, and Colombia. It might happen again, to be honest, but it's more or less going to be a thing of the past. Also, we can actually get our prestige higher now and not feel so bad. These characters are all Hussite, so yeah. The only real thing I can think about is next year Malacca's going to ally them all. But I suspect, I don't know if that's true. I mean, what are we working with here? Malacca is just starting to accumulate debt, so is this guy. But he's honestly not that upset with us at all. Chug has a ton of debt. Kilwa has a ton of debt. Songhai not so much. I'm happy. He's still in the negative. So we're going to try to appease these guys so that they don't ally Malacca. But yeah, that's kind of proof right there that we're fine. That's an absolute boatload of money, but yeah, anyway. I think we're fine. So that was May next year. It was. It's truce. Divert trade from all. Thanks. Okay, we can call these guys now. Cathedral, these guys up. What about town halls here? Still got time, we are running out of time, but we do have time to deal with Brazil. We still have a general trend of our admin increasing, which is good because we're taking a lot of land which needs to be caught. This stuff ideally needs to be caught during the golden era, guys. So we've got Still plenty of time, like 45 years or something. But we want to use basically the 10 CCR from the golden era to core everything. So I remember in my other runs that we had so much more of the world that doesn't need to be cored at this stage already. But we got a large amount, and the rest is coming into the fold here. We definitely want to slow roll it though when we have excess admin. This tech should... I did a calculation, and it's gonna... once this goes down, guys, to negative 10%, if we buy the institution, this is gonna cost us like 170 admin or less, guys. Really cheap, which is really good. And I'm hoping that if we can stall until the 26 is behind as well, then I can take 25 and 26 for negative 10 and grab Humanist and start smashing that out with admin. And that's why my focus is still on admin. As soon as we feel like both Humanist is finishing up, but also we have the admin remaining to core the world, we're going to focus Diplo for the rest of the game. No problem. Scandinavian cause loss of culture finishing up here. Let's have a look in Europe. Boom, nice. Separatism went away here. Fantastic. Scandinavia doesn't border anything more in the north. This stuff is adjacent, I see that. But we're waiting to unstate the province. Ah, check the zeros. Thank you. Thanks. Okay. Okay, we're marching in here to destroy the main bulk of the Brazilian army, and then it should be carpet siege all over the show. I mean, we are coping with governing capacity, right? When you go a little bit over, you get very little CCR. It's not like you get a lot. So, staying under here and there, keeping it down is definitely good. Damn it, took that back. Right, when we finally got out here, alright, where are these cores? So that was this stuff. So, the separatism shouldn't exist here, right? Yeah, there's a weird issue, guys, when you don't core provinces that should be cored, where they just don't finish their separatism, like, more often than not. So that shouldn't have separatism, but it's going to go away in 2 years. And we could do this area for adjacency. If any of these are actually small, I'd be happy to do 1 for adjacency. But are they small for development? 9. It's pretty big, to be honest. Ooh la la, yes. Nice, over 50 admin, 50 diplo, beautiful. Got such a large amount of troops down south as well, the bloody guy. Why? If we want to make progress, we just have to focus on carpet sieging him down. Okay, so that's 17 overextension. How much did this end up being? 41. What? Damn it. Okay, I regret not having started this already. California, I assume, is weak. Yeah, he's really weak. Alright. I'm going to add California to the list. He might give very little overextension, and then I'm going to add that guy to the list. I guess White Pea is this guy. I want to kill him as well. So some of that nation wouldn't give us overextension. We might just do California. I'll see what his overextension gives us. The war score cost of Brazil is 120%. Brazil is one of those nations whose provinces, so many of them do not exist in the beginning of the game, meaning that those particular provinces that don't exist in the beginning of the game do not cause overextension, meaning that you obviously get very little overextension, meaning that you're limited by your war score cost and not the overextension. When a nation is 120%, if you get reduced cost by 25%, you can full annex them with Imperialism CB. But if a nation was even 100% war score cost, rest assured you would be overextended doing that. So you would either need to share them, divide them between yourself and subjects, or you would need to have it be a nation who doesn't give as much overextension, or you would need to overextend if you were to full annex them. Those are your only options. A way to check how many level 3 advisors you have got, like throughout the course of the game? I'm not sure, dude. No overextension. Oh, wow. Okay, well, no harm in getting rid of this guy. I expected his capital there to give us some overextension, but it doesn't. Interesting. Alright, is there somebody we could snag really quickly? Maybe this guy. Should we kill him? I don't know how quick that would be. In Asia, they have Defender of the Faith Brunei. That would be a pain. Maybe if they're Buddhist, on the other hand. Oh, Ming Honors. Ming Honors, chat. His cruel ruler passed away. Nice, nice, nice. Good to see. So we waited this long. We're going to attack Ming in 3 years directly. But then, you know, maybe we have to give him a gift or something, but he honors. It's good to see. I'm happy about that. Call to arms. Alright, there is the Truce with Malacca. Which means he can ally people. We probably don't have to care, to be honest. I think Chagatai might, like, go bankrupt, though. Malacca's only doing one missionary. Yeah, let's pay off Chagatai. That's one loan. Wow, beautiful. Still diverting his trade power. Loyal, very nice. I think Songhai is it's sort of done for in that sense. All right, let's get Kilwa and Chagatai happy with us, and we'll work on transferring from Kilwa again. Thanks, Baron von Porn. Yeah, I'll keep putting my prestige into Kilwa and then take his trade again. How's the religious game? Well, you tell me. I mean, this is North America. You can see the totemist Catholic Anglican presence. We're going to put a focus on it shortly. Central America. South America. Got some animist, Inti. All of that stuff goes pretty quickly, but we do have to almost exclusively convert our south. Europe is basically isolated to this. Everything is Hussite. Africa, North Africa is almost entirely Hussite. East Africa is looking pretty good, all in all. Kilwa converts self-autonomously, this part of the world. South Africa, Congo, West Africa is being converted by Songhai, 2 at a time. Then we've got a lot in the Middle East that we own that needs converting. You can see Russia is almost entirely converted. India is like getting, as this subject, this Indian converts, it's around 50% Hussite maybe, getting there. Southeast Asia is almost untouched. And East Asia is not very touched either. Russia converting some of this. I've converted a little bit. But yeah, we are rocking with this many missionaries at the moment between myself and my subjects. We're about to grab Defender of the Faith back as we defeat Brazil here. And Malacca should be able to convert another province, which he's not doing. The case of Malacca, though, I mean, he genuinely doesn't have that many provinces, so definitely any that he converts is good. And the plan would be to feed him a bit, you know, but... I think we're doing pretty well, right? Well enough, certainly, I think so. Alliance for vassals doesn't matter. If you check every vassal the same relative strength liberty desire, they count as allied by default. I thought it did matter. If you are a player and you ally another vassal which has liberty desire, your liberty desire, excuse me, jumps up. It bumps up. Kilwa's rebellious anyway. Let's take a straight. Don't think it's of much consequence, but we do want him to lose his money. Alright, Brazil is low enthusiasm, but gotta keep going. Let's unstate this and culture convert it. And when that does finish, or either of these, it's adjacency down here. So to be honest, guys, we took down to Mecca a long time ago by now, right? There's probably no separatism here. Let's start converting down the coast of the Red Sea. It's going to be where we will want to convert via adjacency as well. Alright, is this stuff states? It's not stated. Good. Good, good, good. Yep, I agree. Brunei needs to go. It's basically, for me right now, it's priority England because it's a multiple step job on Portugal, unfortunately, and he's got the highest developed province in the world that we don't own, apart from Ming, who we're just waiting on the truth. So we're going to do England, and then our next round of overextension is going to go into Ming himself, and then Brunei. That's how we're going to do it. This center should be okay, guys. It fluctuates. You see his trade power just went down. It has to last long enough for him to convert a province. But even, like, of course, it's non-Muslim provinces. So the development isn't that high, guys. Like, even if it has a 25-year penalty, we should be okay. Like, it doesn't look good, but we should be okay. It's not ideal, I guess. We should be okay. Where's my big wombo stack? There it is. Come on, don't be slow. We have time, but not that much time. Let's go. Trying to win all 3 of these wars at the same time. I'm pretty certain that privateers do not reduce trade power. That's adjacent there. And here. And here. Into Massachusetts Bay, into this area. That would be good. Finally spreading for some adjacency. Nice. Alright, I personally think that all 3 wars are going to be won. That's how it appears right now. Still is being really annoying though. Maybe I spoke too soon. Aha, we did that little enclave here in India, guys, so nice. Adjacency finishes up here. Let's do that. Scandinavia, this is spread here. There's not much adjacency being produced though. I remember all of like Australia and New Zealand had, well, it was in 25, something like that, I think. 1725. So that's coming up. And we'll have to do one in New Zealand perhaps. We pay full price for this stuff, guys. But we can spread here adjacent. Looks like the sort of Western Australia part of the world is also has to be brute forced to an extent. Too isolated. Come on, Brazil, you bastards. Let's go down. Let's check in on California. Good, good, good. Just making sure we engage them there. That's his whole army. And that's the full annexation of... Oh, I've got a missionary. Of California. Nice-oo. Good. Finally engaged his forces here. Okay, I'm pretty happy, guys. It looks like we did it, like, in time. Good stuff. So, not a repeat of last stream. Swift. The reason I'm not so happy, though, is it wasn't a clean overextension. Like, I should have been more vigilant and do another war at the same time. I actually thought I was going to do the Mamelukes after breaking his guarantee, but I forgot that the Mamelukes are technically Asians now and Brunei backs them up. That's so annoying. Damn it. Having a culture conversion cost reduction along rivers would be realistic. I mean, EU4, some of the biggest issues with this game, in my opinion, is that they've tried to go too realistic. I think it shouldn't be. Realism shouldn't be a priority at all above. So if I was like managing EU4, I would have sort of a sort of value meter, right? For like something, should we change something? You know, you don't want to fix something if it isn't broke, so to speak. And when the major thing when changing something should be like the gameplay, is it more pleasant? Is it more enjoyable? That kind of thing. And then you should have other things you value as well, like realism, but it shouldn't come at the expense of the gameplay. So that's, in terms of rivers, I'm not saying it would come at the expense of the gameplay, but it's just something so sort of random. I don't know. It's up to Paradox. I think certainly in the past they didn't like the idea of people doing things as like one cultures, at least easily, and that would definitely make it easier, right? But not by a large margin. I don't think it makes that much of a difference, dude. So it sounds like a reasonable change, but it would probably be pretty difficult to implement with not much sort of value for implementing it. I don't think anybody's going to be jumping over the moon, thrilled and stoked because you can culture convert via rivers. Okay, so this was not even provinces giving us overextension, mostly in the Americas. Was it? I think so. Nice. We actually caught all the Brazilian troops. It's really rare for us to do that, guys. Pretty happy with this war. So normally there's the war after the war at this stage of the game, right? Which is the zombies, because you're full annexing everything. But that was actually pretty good. That's his entire force there. Nice-oo. And it looks to me like all peace deals have been won. So California doesn't actually give overextension. Let's just peace them out. And that is almost entirely Hussite. We've got one non-Hussite province. We're going to go cathedral there. Town halls. Very good. These cores that have finished, which are Hussite, can have town halls built up. And these should have cathedrals. I mean, I checked them multiple times, in before some of them don't, but trying to make our life a little bit easier. Just it's interesting that we actually lost some units there. Do we have a second missionary gone down from Malacca? No. That's interesting. He's only doing one at a time, but he has religious. How rude. Don't really know what that's about. Brazil's capital is 21 dev. It's pretty low. Pretty low development all in all. Which is a good thing. The others convert fine, even though they're poor, though. By him. Alright, next round of wars. For overextension we can go here, but it's got to be Britain, right? It has to be Britain. So we're going to take Britain out. We've got 2 stacks on the British Isles. I mean, that looks pretty sufficient to me. I think crossing over to Ireland could be difficult. We need to separate piece Portugal. Let's take this over to here. Just get onto his capital. Portugal no longer has any colonial nations, guys, so we want to full annex Portugal. But he's got this horrible dynamic going on. So, yeah. He's not that high prio, he's not hugely developed. Okay, so who else with England? Portugal, Tondo. Yikes. It's not good. Frick. We've got a white piece Tondo, that could be awkward. We should be okay to do it, but use the stack. And New Providence. Okay, so I actually dramatically lack ships out here. Yikes, that's bad. Yeah, they've all been in other parts of the world. Just come out this way. Okay, I think that's peacetime, is it? Yes, indeed. So that was the 13 colonies, provinces here. So I remember kind of shaking my boots, guys. 13 colonies, if you remember, being under England, was actually one of the strongest nations in the world in terms of their quantity. And they, I think, well, they're Western unit types, right? So if they had, become independent and created the United States of America, it would have been just a really powerful nation. It's interesting, this game, that the New World nations have not been very strong, and we've really managed to smash them with no difficulty. I think, we are a little bit slow in the New World, but all in all, we've done a pretty good job there in that regard. In other runs, we certainly have had it be an issue, right? Colombia, Mexico, etc. So we're kind of, as proven by Brazil here, smashing it pretty nicely, which is cool. That's our defender back. And our missionary back. And he was almost entirely Hussite. Which is really, really good. Nice. Okay, so we should be able to town hall this up really nicely. Let's make sure to core the ones that give overextension first. Now, our admin's doing well. There's the tech, though. There's the tech. Alright, I think it's time to do the institution. So we are getting just an insane amount of loans, but we're also extremely affluent. I'm just embracing it this time. Like, I don't care. I'm just embracing it. So we can see here that this costs 147. Damn, that's cheap. That's so cheap. Damn. That's so cheap, dude. So that's humanist right there, guys. That's humanist, and then we're basically done with admin. The Tech 27 admin efficiency will be used, obviously, to annex our subjects to an extent. But that's pretty much it. Okay, so admin's doing great. So I think I'm basically going to, as long as they have the 0 here, I think I'm just going to indiscriminately core on the list. Just spend some admin. Peace first? Okay. I'll peace first. I got you. One day. Full annexation. To see how we feel after doing this overextension, right? The other thing is that England is actually huge. Easy. That's fine. Call it there. So England is actually huge, and like it will be a lot of admin to core him all, because we're going to overextend and everything. So yeah, done spending for now. Okay, so speaking of England, I think we're just going to dow that. I think we're just going to dow it. It's time to go. A new province is just going to have to wait. That's how it is. Do I want to do something while I'm at peace, guys? Colonist? No, I thought I was going to hand this to Ethiopia and colonize that, but we've got all the time in the world. Thank you, Zamskin. I'm fine. How's the India doing? I think it's inevitable that I'm going to give a little bit more over. So I'll just do a little bit now. Some low dev ones. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, full annexation of England, guys. So we took out Brazil in 4th place. Let's see who is the weakest great power now, guys. And we're going to take out England, who is in 3rd place. That's the name of the game. Let's do it. But of course, being a full annexation, it's always a little bit awkward. Okay, so things changing to coal. That's really good for the economy. We've got to deal with Tondo and Portugal. Very good. With the alignment, are you way over the culture cap? Yes, we are. Right now, we were over the culture cap before getting 25%, so now we're way over. However, we were not over if I didn't have the golden era, which will go away. But still, we're way over until the end of the game now. So we no longer need the culture conversion cost reduction, which of course Humanist takes away. But if I'm not mistaken, guys, Humanist takes away the annexation cost reduction as well, doesn't it? I think so. Which means that we need to annex our subjects, basically. Which we know that's the case. What is the other one that Humanist takes away that we need, guys? The policy. It takes away the missionary strength. Ah, thank you. Good, good, good. Okay. So we can at least lock in Humanist and not worry about annexing our subjects. Missionary strength. Okay, good, good, good. Thanks. Good. Okay. We're going to white peace Portugal. He has no allies. So the weakest power great power in the world is Portugal, guys. With less than 300 dev, 0 colonial nations. So we're getting really, it's amateur hour up in here, basically. Alright, now, I think it was literally Zeal talking about how I haven't overextended at all this game. We did when we took Scotland. And we're going to do the same thing when we take England here, I'm almost certain. Unfortunately, this is going to be overextension, so we'll see how bad it is. He does have a lot of provinces, like in Canton, which do not give overextension, but nonetheless, it will overextend us. Alright, missionaries. We could always do Japan. This won't take long. I'm gonna do a little bit more of Japan. The scientific term for Japan, of course, is Japan. Japan. Why full annex countries instead of leaving them with one province and annexing later? Done it that way. Well, it's always an option, dude, but to be quite frank, it's so tedious to fight these guys and then they ally each other. As I'm just going, have you been watching this? Have you not seen what's been happening between Portugal and England? They are always the same nation. They are never individually, we're never individually allowed to attack them. If we're ever to attack one of them, we're attacking both of them. I think it's much more ideal, we'll see how bad it is here, the overextension, to just get rid of them the same way we did Scotland. Scotland would have been guaranteed by England and everything. We're under 150 so far. Cannot make it core. So you have something out of coring range? Impossible, dude. It must be inland. There's no way. Where's Bambook, guys? Okay, dude. Frick. I should have gotten the unrestricted coring range. Oh no. Okay, well, now it's, are we going to have the war score? He might have to survive. The intention was to give this to Songhai, but if I give the occupation to Songhai, it's going to dramatically increase the war score. So we'll see. It also, having such high war score means we literally need to get to like 100%. So we're back into the modality of when our prestige caps out, we'll chuck it into somebody. But all in all, it's doing fine. Oh man, you know, at one point, guys, like, the manpower game, this game, I just felt like it was impossible, dude. I really felt like, you know, we came so close. Like, I came down to 60 professionalism and was spending all of my military points falling behind on higher and getting enough professionalism to slacken and stay above 60. Oh man, it was brutal. Why are those taking 80 months? Huh? What's wrong with our missionary strength here, guys? 80 months on a Catholic? Okay, now I'm losing my mind. What? So cathedrals aren't done there. It does have a cathedral. I'm lowered my maintenance? What the? Thank you, that's why. How? You see that? It's the lag, dude. It's the lag. Oh my god, how long has that been the case, guys? Regardless, it went down. Do you guys see it? Look at it. Look at it bouncing back. Oh, come on. Okay, are we good? Are we good? Jeez, dude. How long has that been the case? I didn't do it. When I tabbed down and moused off, it moved itself. Jeez, man. How long has that been plaguing us? I hope not long. Frick. Half an hour IRL translates to 5 days in game. I think you're just joking, right? Has it actually been like half an hour? That's probably a year or longer. No, I didn't do it accidentally. The game did it accidentally, dude. Don't tell me that. Half an hour. Oh man, frick! Nobody caught that. When I embraced. Oh, that hasn't been that long at all. Maybe half an hour. Maybe it has been half an hour, but that hasn't been long in game at all. Okay. That's so annoying. That's a first. Oh well. Alright, let's jump onto Portugal here. Nice. What a troll, dude. It was the ghost who did it, chat. It wasn't me. Damn, I hate that ghost. Fight that guy. It was so troll, and I saw it go down, like, right in front of my eyes. It was so troll. Okay, I think we're content doing 4-month Catholics indiscriminately. I think that's okay. Alright, let's free up these generals, though, please. Portugal just hired a mercenary stack on its capital, looks like. It's a bit awkward. Come on, let's get the stack wipes on Britain. Okay, so I have I have missionary... I have diplomats free, guys. I have diplomats free, so... Who are the ones most likely to come into the country? Or should we just go base off of Kilwa being really mad? I might just do Kilwa base off of him doing really mad. Get people's relations who are low up. Let's do that. Speaking of being mad, Malaka's not mad. Look at his relations. He's actually really happy. Grunty First Aid. Thank you so much for the 4 months, Grunty First Aid. Appreciate you, dude. Upgrade advisor to level 5. Thanks. I'm looking for a discipline, dude. We don't need to be perfect with our military points right now. Economy is doing quite poorly. We're doing fine on manpower. Even though we lost to that terrible event, our manpower is going up pretty well. Looks like we're able to land. Nice, stack wiped England here, very good. Try to force march across the strait, see how that works for us. I was doing Japan, I just stated 1 in Japan, let's do that. Convert cultural provinces. Okay, let's have a look. It's fine on the zeros, let's have a look. We need to start doing through there. Looking good, boys. Looking good. None of this stuff stated. No. It's good. Nice. India. Japan's getting there. Hey, here we go. Australia. Spread adjacency. Very nice. Bernholm is still not good to go. Yeah, we are racking up the Diplo points, guys. So if we were to rack up Diplo points and start capping out, which it appears as though that's what's happening, then we're going to just gonna ignore coring range basically, or adjacency. I mean, we're gonna ignore adjacency and just throw down some conversions. Alright, it doesn't look like the British will let us cross. I wonder. I'll try force march through. Nope. Yeah, so he's determined to stop that. That is bad. That's bad. That is bad. We're gonna have to basically make bait nearby him. Super laggy while we fight this war. Cool. That's actually sick adjacency here in the Persian Gulf. So we want to be religiously converting this side of the Gulf. That's adjacent now. Just quickly re-up these for even less. Check the advisor, eh? 25 deploy points. Superb. Yeah, we can't make it. Damn. I mean, he's giving us a chance, though, to cross. So he's being distracted by that Russian engagement. Oh, we seem to make it with the force march. So 6 maneuver, 1 day sooner. Pog. Yes. Nice. Das ist gut. Alright, so Portugal's Dunzos. Okay, dude, I keep losing prestige. We still need it, even though I'm not spending it so aggressively. I'm purging you, dude. Final warning there. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Freaking idiot. You'll be straight up banned if you speak like that again. It's the lag? Okay. Lag load maintenance. So yikes. Let's retract our guy from Malacca, which actually only takes a month for the emissary to return. Short truce time with Portugal, that's fine. Grab the white piece. Careful to not convert the culture converted in okay, his shared culture group. True. So it's only their culture, I believe. It's not the cultural group. It's only his primary culture. I think that's it, which we barely even own any of. So we should be fine. Let's just double check that his primary. Yeah. Yeah, we should be fine. Matter of fact, I might give him all of his culture so that we avoid that. Yeah, that seems like a reasonable idea. It's a ghost. Let's watch the clip then. We don't get many good clips on my stream. We'll see. Let's have a look. Mashing it pretty nicely, which is cool. That's our defender back. I didn't click anything. What the? And our missionary back. Wait, what? It's like instantly moves. I thought it was gonna be the same as last time. Wait, what? It's disgusting. It's like you mouse over it. It's just I moused over it. It's just like that's so annoying, dude. Jeez, we gotta watch that. Like you can't click and drag like that even if you wanted to, dude. That's crazy. Freaking stupid game. I thought last time when we noticed it, I like clicked out and it was like went down. I thought, geez, I'm getting paranoid now. But it's in the same place. So it's like we clicked on one tab and then changed tab, and then it thought we're clicking on that, I guess. I can't believe how quick it is. I thought it was going to do the slow move. And it just instantly moved. Oh, jeez, Louise. Oh my goodness. That whole fleet is dead. Oh my goodness, man. This is going to have to come over there to deal with New Providence. Frick. Rough life. Okay, we got it sufficient heavies there. We should be okay. Oh, jeez. The English still have a lot in Ireland. So we don't have our prestige. Discipline, I mean. we don't need the culture conversion cost reduction here. It's true, but I will need it back in the future. It's a good point, though. What would we take instead? Definitely stability cost reduction if we need to boost our stab. Tolerance of heretics. There hardly are any heretics. It's basically true defender. Tolerance of true faith and goods produced. Why not? That's money, and you know, some of these Hussite provinces are actually fairly rebellious. You know, we took them. So anything that's Hussite is no longer as rebellious. I think that's where we'll do it. True faith for unrest. Yep. We're so insanely stable, but still, the more the merrier. It helps you with those rebel separatism events and things, which we are actually going to get because we're about to overextend when fighting England. So you guys agree that full annexing England, if we can, is the play, right? Like, now we'll have Portugal. Portugal's defender of the faith, guys. And England's been guaranteeing them. Like, it's the worst. He needs to die, I agree. He needs to die. So, it's going to come down to the war score cost issue. That's one issue here. Good. Chester is one of the largest provinces in the world that we don't own, guys. So, feels good about the fact that we're about to take it. Well, 32 dev. Yeah, good thing we are converting this. That's actually pretty big. We got to start looking, being worried about separatism, I guess. So there is no separatism here. This is why we're here. Just brute forcing them. We don't want them to recover their morale. Alright. Advisor. There it is. That clip has got me in a giggly mood, dude. That was outrageous. Let's go. New Providence, it turns out, is pretty annoying with his little navy and stuff. Yep, our Diplo points are getting really well up there, guys, so we will be at that stage where we start ignoring adjacency. To some extent, it's just inevitable at this rate. So this is adjacent now. Good. It's not stated. Yeah, I mean, we should convert this stuff. This is where we want to be converting. Converting to spread adjacency is the way right now in my book. Cornwall had separatism. Sadly, it's still there. Nice. We should be being a little bit more vigilant with our colonists. England stack wipe. Now, unfortunately, he's got so many islands and things of like substantial recruiting capacity, like Canton, that he will hire more units, which is irritating. We're pushing all the way for the 100% here, which, yeah, could be bad. And even then, I'm not sure. It looks good. Nice. We can full annex him. Okay, good, good, good. So, Tondo. We're supposed to be getting Tondo out, you dummy. Where'd my units go out here? Let's get Tondo out. And, didn't I have units here? What happened? Didn't I have a stack here? What did I do with it? What? I could have sworn we had a Tondo stack here. Huh. I must have sent it up there. That's not normal. Okay. Well, that's weird. Alright, that's fine. So what about landing on some areas like this and actually making the odd occupation against Britain? Let's give it a go. Wow, so laggy right now. Let's just bring our presence of more ships nearby to keep Tondo down. Versions in Japan going well. Is he going to let us land here? He might actually just let us land. Hey, Lumakai. Lumia-Khan. Thank you for the shout out, dude. Shout out to you. Appreciate that. What an absolute legend. Slowly but surely, boys. Slowly but surely. The whole world must fall. Beginning next with England, so who do you guys think is going to come in at the 8th power spot? Just how weak and pathetic are they going to be? That tag. I'm not sure myself. It's going to be like, so Ming still does have troops. So it's going to be like another random, right? Like, it will be, I don't know, I don't think we're that small for this. Potentially Sind or something. Jaipur. Probably Jaipur is going to be like that's how pathetic the great powers are going to become, I think. Start spreading adjacency into South America. That was the idea. Dude. Those were occupied by rebels. I don't think we have anywhere to convert anytime soon, due to separatism. We're actually doing really well against England, guys. I was a little bit stressed over this war. Missionary and missionary strength. Let's go. Straight up, dude. Yes, that's what we want. Missionary and missionary strength. Yes, I love it when it's actually there. Let's go. That's definitely what we want right now, right? We're not annexing anything. So, speaking of annexing something, it would be Liberty Desire is doing pretty well, actually. But they are still converting, and Relations are not doing so well, but they're still converting. So as long as they're around, Ethiopia is... We can still make use of him. We can feed him the Mamelukes. And I could just give him some more land in general for him to convert for the one faith. Yeah. Okay, I think we're going to go for a 10-year window here of missionary missions. That's suitable. So, money, no crown land, ignore corruption, autonomy, army tradition. Oh! I just misclicked, guys. What's the regiment one? Oh no. What's the regiment one, guys? It's like reduced professionalism or something, right? Ah, it's too professionalism. Frick. Damn it. Okay, well. Professionalism is manpower, but it also gives us a little bit of siege ability and stuff, so... that was a missed click. That's chat's fault. Okay, chat's fault. So, really mad now at chat. That's okay. I mean, don't deny that it was your fault, chat. We all know it was your fault. Imagine not taking ownership for your actions. Definitely chat's fault. Okay, so they didn't let us land. Bastards, they debated us for the maximum amount of time, and then did not let us land. That ship, this fleet is fully repaired, so let's just go for it. Wow. A lot of British there. So we might feel like we need to deal with that. Bacon Sheep, you misclicked and you took 2 professionalism from the parliamentary debate, okay? So we're really mad at you. Alright, let's keep doing Catholics for now, that's fine. Ooh, Malacca's out here with some fleet, good to see. This is Hussite, this stuff, so we'll be able to convert inland soon. This is an area inland, speaking of inland, in India. Should be converting this guy up. I'm not sure if there's separatism here or not. There is, but not for long. We still have 300 Diplo points available from our missions. Last time we literally just waited until the end of the game. And it's the same thing we're going to do now, so we shouldn't feel too stoked or thrilled about that. Yeah, but just reminding people. So we're sitting on ticking war score here, waiting for our cores. I guess I'm pretty happy, guys. Like England's falling. As a little bit sort of paranoid, I guess, or sketched out. But it seems like it's going to be going pretty easy. The issue, of course, is fighting these wars where we have to compete at sea. Bacon Sheep, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, dude. Redeeming yourself for your misplay while you're AFK making tea. I appreciate that, Bacon. Very generous of you, man. Thank you so much, for real. Oh, I didn't see where that one was. Pay him? Pay him? Okay, this is why you guys get such big paychecks in the mail, guys. Is because of your, no, you guys get big paychecks because of your contributions in game. That's why. This is why when you guys are so balling rich and you're so bored with yourself, you're like, man, I just have too much money. That's why. Good. No separatism here. Alright, New Providence, let's go. So this was a, what, like 85 PC or 89? 89. Okay, we're on ticking war score. Obviously, we're only halfway there in terms of our coring progress or whatever in the previous war. So I think we're good. Get New Providence out, get some ticking war score. The English will turn into zombies though, so I'll try to like stack wipe this unit while we're here. We need to get our capital developed, but first I need it to be Roman though, guys. I need it to be Roman. That's why I burnt it, because we pay full price. Maybe I should just bite the bullet. I'm going to do it. I'm going to convert it now, because it goes until 43. I like that. I'm going to do it now. Because as you can see, we're going to cap out on Diplo. So if we're going to be inefficient, let's check it in our capital. And the reason I'm doing that, we want to convert that and we need to develop it, is for industrialization. Because when we spawn industrialization, it gives us 100 of each. And we need the Diplo points. So it needs to be at least 30 dev. And it needs to have a furnace like connected to it. We can build furnaces now. So I can't build it until the culture finishes. So let's remember. Okay. Yeah, now anytime we have excess points, not Diplo, but mil or admin, or military, let's be honest, it's military, we'll put it in here to develop. That's the idea. Ender, thank you for the prime, dude, I appreciate that, thanks so much. I burnt that just to save on a couple Diplo points, which is, I guess, controversial. So, is it Ming now? Is it Ming, or are we still waiting on the truce, guys? May next year. I think it's Ming, guys. Next war is to chunk the crap out of Ming with a 100% feed his land to Chagatai in Russia. That's the next war, and I think, yeah, we're more or less going to be able to handle that, no problem. Ah, dude, Bacon Sheep, thanks for the gift, man. You're so generous. Thank you. That's so many. 87 Bacon Sheep. You're a legend. You're such a bacony boy, Bacon Sheep. Dude. The lag is out of control. No adjacency here. Can't convert due to religion, so I guess let's convert this up. Good. Now, New Providence has to have a short truce. So that's it. It's us versus England now, and Tondo. That's not it, you dumbass. It's failing on a 71, Chad. What's the big deal? Standard. Failing on a 71. Oh boy. Okay. If we're going to be inefficient, guys, it's for adjacency reasons, right? Let's start doing the ones. Because some of these might not actually be here. They might be on an island or something where it spreads nice adjacency. Let's start doing the twos. So this is the first time we've really done this all game long. Threes. Made really any compromise at all and become inefficient in any way at all on our points. Okay, just trying to make sure we're not really doing it in any state there, which I don't think we should be. So, Tondo. He has no allies either. Short truce him, and there we go. The war is won against England. Pretty good, man. Pretty good. I was a little bit sketched out about England, finishing him off with War's Islands and things, but that's easy clap. Nice. Happy with that, so we're just waiting now. Is there any straight up feed action we could do? Straight up feed action? I don't think so. Feeding to our subjects, I mean. Maybe Malacca, eh? But it's Defender of the Faith. Buddhist? Feeding Malacca Buddhists? He's doing 2 missionaries, by the way. Great. Maybe. Could feed him Khmer. I think I'm going to do that. White piece that guy. Tag eliminate Khmer here. I think I'm going to do that. You can convert it. Oh, Lang Na. I thought he was allied to this. Alright, why don't we give one of these to Malacca for him to convert, and I'll give Lang Na to Malacca as well. Let's do it. Check if you did not convert your subject's primary culture. What? What are you talking about? Which subject? The Indian? The Indian is fine. We just checked it. Who? Which one? Kilwa? Which one's primary? Kilwa's up here. Swahili. Yeah, we should be fine on Kilwa. No, the Indian's fine. We checked it. We should be fine on Songhai. I mean, it is something worth considering, but it's only the Indian we care about, I think. He is Uyghur. No? Who is Chagatai, chat? Primary. That's his primary culture. We don't own any of that. Yeah, we should be good. Malacca is Malayan. We should be good on hurting the relations via culture conversions. When I'm at peace, I'm going to give the rest of this culture to this tag, just so we're sure, which is these 3 provinces. Just so we don't make that happen by mistake. Okay, we're going to dow a quick cheeky war here. Just while we're hanging out, doing nothing much at all. How's the governing capacity doing? Not great. Oh man, we have to be vigilant here, guys. I don't know though. It's just brutal. Okay, this stuff's all Hussite, so this is where we want to do it, in Egypt. This is just the most unpleasant part of the game, for real. It's so hard to keep doing this. Sort by number of buildings and buy when it's +2. Okay. This is free slots, right? That's what you mean? What's this? What's happening there, guys? Okay, that might be the way to do it, dude. Thank you. Got a feeling we're gonna run out of +2s, though. I don't know why those are not doing anything at all. It's probably a territory, right? In territories that already have the courthouse or whatever. No, because the price is full. No, I've got no idea what it is. Alright, just like that. They're gone. The ones that actually have a building slot. Still, that was a lot. That was a lot that we did quite easily. Definitely a relief. And as we keep expanding, we should continue to get the odd province like that, which can be done freely. Where's that general who's got no siege pips? I'm gonna delete him. What do I think about Confucian one culture? I think that Confucian is not a culture. It's a religion, right, I think. Do you mean one faith? We've got rebels all over the show. No! Stop! This is just like a day in the life. I mean, I'm answering honestly, dude. Like, chat's so dumb. Chat's so dumb. So often people ask me a question, and you know, I have good intentions, and I have to clarify so many times. I'm like, did you mean a Confucian one faith, or like a Ming one culture or something as Chinese or something? And what happens is that most of the time, chat acts like I'm the most terrible person in the world. When you go to most streams, most streamers just treat their chat like absolute garbage all of the time. And yeah, I'm sorry to say that that's the direction we're heading, isn't it, chat? I'm a veteran streamer now, despite not being very successful, and yeah, it just really gets tiresome. Like, what's the point? Okay, struggling to find the states here that we were converting. Here we go, Mecca. Mecca is a center. 9 months, brutal. A no culture, one culture. Was there any way to delete culture from the game, to remove culture from the game? Constantinople converted to Roman. Feels good, man. And adjacency up here. Nice-oo. Spreading into Scandinavia feels good. Alright, there is separatism there, so we're getting a little bit of ahead of ourselves. Thank you, Stephen Wolf. That means a lot to me. Appreciate that, dude. You're awesome yourself, dude. Thanks so much. Thank you, Morphinian, for the bits. So I'm going to have to take this for myself with the intention to give it to Malaka afterwards. That should be absolutely fine. So he's got one province there. I'm going to give him something... Oh. Ah. Thank you, Bamboo. Alright, I'll cancel that. These desperately need to be Hussite in the New World. I'm starting to feel like I've got too much to convert with too little time, which is, you know, that's how you know you're kind of big. We've expanded a lot. And we... Oops, I unpaused the game there. Dude, Lumia Khan, thank you for the 10 gifted, man. Why are you so generous, dude? Thank you so much. You guys are really generous today. I appreciate it. Need sushi money? I can't get sushi to save my life, man. Everything's closed, Bacon Ship. Man, I can't wait till stuff opens up. It's literally been like over a month, guys, where literally just the supermarket's open. I was ranting about that the other day. That's it. There's areas in Australia where it's been worse. By that I mean for longer. Thank you so much, Lumikan. You're the best. Is Chewy here? People are adding Chewy. Sure, I saw. I don't see Chewy's message. Okay, so we've got one diplomat being used on a subject. Wow, my relations are maxed with him, guys. That's a yikes. Annexed vassal, he's got a lot of aggressive expansion. Chewy was gifted. Ah, cool. Let's influence him for trust. I don't think that matters. What am I thinking? It does give you relations, right? Influencing. Yeah, that's pretty whack. That's pretty whack. Apparently it changes by almost 20 per year, though. Apparently. So we should be okay. It's not going to be a while until we integrate. Yeah, I mean, I don't want people to feel sorry for me, don't get me wrong, guys, but I've spoken about it before, like, my vice as a bad man is, like, food. Like, I'm just a greedy, gluttonous bastard. I don't really have, in the ways of bad habits, like, I don't really do anything. I don't drink copious amounts at all. I'm not just saying that, like, I really don't. I don't smoke or anything like that. But I love my food. Big time. Big time, big time. I think a lot of Hungarians are that way, but they do smoke and do other things as well. We actually have an improved relations advisor. Appropriately enough, it's probably our best advisor. Yeah, and I know, like, prison, people talk about when they're in prison that the thing they miss the most out of everything is food. You have to be you eat bad food when you're in prison. It's horrible. Not that I am in prison, I'm just saying that, yeah, I can't wait to just, even just go, like, buy a hamburger or anything. But sushi's the major one for me. I love sushi. Alright. Looks like separatism is gone in that province. Beautiful. Let's keep working on these. How are the cores doing? So, who were we going to attack next? It was Ming, but we have to wait till May before declaring the war. So his allies Zhang and Korea can be dealt with almost like they're nothing at all. Yeah, we'd want to get really good positioning then if we're going to be fighting Ming, because we'll have even less time. Is it plausible to 100% him, even though we started late? I think it is, right? I definitely think it is. Let's surround him, get positioning. On Ming. Let's unstate this. That's adjacent as well, very nice. Unstate, this stuff's all adjacent. Culture? No, not all of it. Just these guys up here. It's a big boy province being converted. Enforce religion on the Mexicans? I think I'm gonna want to take the land, dude. Enforce religion is a, it's not a 100%, but it's the same as the size of the country, so it's like a 50% peace deal. I don't think that's a good take. We're going to want to take the land here shortly. It's Catholic land, which means it can be converted really quickly. What the? Okay, that's in Southeast Asia, that's okay. Just double check that's a full annexation. Yes it is, and we've won nice and easy. Take his money there, 800. Crimea culture converted, feels good. Ah, that feel good. That feel good. We got adjacency up here now. This is a huge province here, dude. Damn. The 20 per year was a lie. I'm pretty sure it's a lie in our favor, dude. Ah, they're receiving subsidies, that's why. Yeah, it is a lie. We get 8 per year. I mean, what can I do, dude? What can I do? Like, we're gonna give him a gift. There's nothing I can do. I bet you we can royally marry him. Yep. His range, the distance, isn't gonna, like, kill us or whatever. Dude, he's got too many relations from allying my own subjects. That's gross. I might not be able to royally marry him. Well, yeah, that's awkward. It's awkward. Okay. Are you saying... So the annexed vassal goes away entirely if you break a 20-year window? That's the thing. No, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine, right, guys? I'm sure we're going to be fine. The aggressive expansion goes away 3 per year. We're going to be fine. Basically, if you're a non-believer in chat, it's not a big deal or anything like that. It's just off with your head in real life, okay? In a video game, though. Just off with your head if you're a non-believer. It's not a big deal. The lag keeps making me misclick even more. Can you release and conquer? Yeah, we would have the option to release and conquer, but I don't want to do that. I just want to incorporate him into the country. So is there separatism here? There is, but not for long. Oh, I am paused. I'll convert those. This is a really good time to focus. Ah, we're prestige capped. I just wasted 5 prestige. It's dumb of me. Should be spending some prestige on my subjects. I had a thought which slipped my mind because I autopiloted in the wrong way there. I hope we can deal with Ming quickly. Let's see his remaining forces. Yeah, he's definitely the strongest in the world. I think we'll be okay, right, to just smash him? I think so. Now, we've only got one diplomat on improved relations. Let's top off relations with others. And that's the peace deal, I believe. Not quite. We're almost at the peace deal. The two highest dev provinces that we don't own are under Ming, which we're about to take right now, and they're in the low 50s. The highest dev provinces in the world were owned by Ming previously, and we have taken them, and they are literally 60 development, both of them. They're going to be brought down to 59 at least before we begin culture converting them, which will take about 51 years. And they do need to be converted, but the separatism goes away in about 14 years, so they're absolutely fine. They're also both protected by forts. Speaking of which, these are farmlands provinces. Let's upgrade those forts. Why not? I'll upgrade Ming's fort as well when we take it. Otherwise, Chester was one of the highest in the world at 50, which we're taking right now. Literally right now. Yep, let's peace out. And so, one of the first times throughout the entire course of the game, guys, we're actually over 100 overextension right now. It's not too far over. But let's see how we do for the overextension events. So I'm going to cancel the one in Southeast Asia and then hand it to Malacca. Okay, thank you for the sub, guy. Nicholas1, appreciate it. Thank you for the 3 months. Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to cancel this. Malacca's going to convert these provinces, but also core that for us. Good. So that was a double tag elimination there that we just snuck in. We definitely want to look for opportunities to do that kind of thing. Okay, now the problem is I can't dow him until May. So, yeah. I've just got to be ready here to jump in on him. I still think it's worth doing that. There's a lot of these English nuisances that we should go around cleaning up. If we can. And this stuff is going to be really important to Cathedral. We'll do a lot of building slot management next session, guys. Cathedral, everything we took from Britain. Yeah. Standard courthouse buildings as well, if we can do that. So, it'll be interesting to see. England was the greatest power in the world apart from Ming. And let's see just how weak and pathetic the great powers actually are. We'll be looking at the 8th here shortly. The 8th great power. Our admin coped fairly well with that. That huge amount of coring. Chest is not protected. Let's make sure to sit on there. It's not protected by a fort. Hey, the lost. Okay, I keep being tempted to convert North America to our culture, to our religion. I might do that. Oh no! Missionary Strength Advisor died. I think while we have the +1 missionary strength from the parliamentary bonus, like converting Muslims, we've got extra incentive to convert Muslims. Wow, there we go. Cairo. Locking in Cairo, one of the biggest in the world. Nice, and we've got a little enclave in Japan now. So let's start spreading adjacency from there. Unfortunately, it looks like just the 2 other provinces, but they do complete pretty quickly. And more over to in India. Okay. Just his culture, right? We'll go in these 3. We're not going to culture convert anytime soon, but that's fine. Just so we don't convert his culture and he doesn't get mad at us. Yeah, he's making short work of the stuff. Wow. He is making short work of the stuff, so actually if I didn't hand him those, he wouldn't have much more to convert. We probably do want to keep handing stuff over to him, but you know, it'll cost us Diplo points, guys, but I think we're doing well in regards to our Diplo points. Let's give him some more, as long as it's low dev, 5-7. Let's give him 5-7. Seven, 16. Uh, 4 and 4. I'm gonna leave it there for now. Try to gauge it as it goes. I'm blurry. What happened to my camera? Hello? Alright, cool. So we're waiting for May, guys. And back to war we go. Unfortunately, the rebel factions are increased size. I hope that doesn't become a problem for us. Where are other troops in America? I don't even know. Alright. That's not adjacent, clearly. Because it's the same as the cost of the province, the development of the province. Nice-oo! Here we go. Bornholm's one we've been meaning to do for a long time. Alright, next month we go into Ming here. The Ming War commences. Wow. This is a freaking amazing event, dude. Mercantilism for Inno, but we're literally Inno capped, guys. So we capped out this session just by it ticking up, guys, up to 100 innovativeness. We'll take 1 mercantilism as if that does anything. Wow. Regardless, we are at 100 innovativeness, which is really good. You know, my other run as Hungary, we didn't even finish the run at 100. So... imagine not needing inner. True. Alright, Ming Truce is up, guys. So, let's... been meaning to seize land. That's actually why I opted to kill these rebels here. There's too many rebels, though. So, we're going to try do that when we're at peace. Let's go. Get Zhang out quickly. He's already medium. Amazing to see it. I want to get Korea out quickly. So he's probably got forts here which are unmaintained, that's my guess. There. Stick together. Alright, I'm really looking forward to viewing the peace deal of Ming to see how much, you know, we chunk him. And last time we checked, he will honor Call to Arms now. So we might have to give him a gift. Oh, this literally just revolted. It's a really good place to get unrest on separatism, because it probably won't cause another revolt. Alright, so we are in a bit of a hurry, right? I mean, we really didn't make much progress here. I think this is easy by the way that it looks. Easy war. And next prio is Brunei. Guys, Brunei is the defender of the Muslim faith, and it's just really annoying because he's got a target on his back, but it's been preventing us from feeding the Mamluks to Ethiopia, for example. Which we really want to do. Ethiopia is one of our consistently good converters. He's actually converted everything apart from what we most recently gave him. Happy to feed the Mamluks in their, potentially their entirety to Ethiopia. As we should be able to give that straight to him. Yeah, yep. Start eliminating tiny little nations all over the world. Alright, so for Korea, we probably white piece that. Oh boy. Recklessly walking straight into Ming. That's a yikes. So his quality should be bad. We haven't been working on missionary strength. Frack, I forgot, dude. We haven't had missionary strength there. Alright, let's look at the 100%. I want to take his coastlines, which is going to kill his fleet. And those are the largest province in terms of development in the world right now. So... let's look at development in general. What else is of moderate size? I mean, not much. We own that already. It's this guy up here. How much dev is that? 31. Okay. So that's the overextension that we're going to take for ourselves. And then the idea is that we feed Chug. And we feed Russia. That's what we're looking at doing right now. Pretty spectacular, pretty superb. Ming's getting absolutely roasted, and then we finish him off by attacking Ryukyu, for example, where Ming has no fleet to back him up. And dealing with the Overlord. Now, the Congo! The Congo is the 8th great power of the world, guys. The Congo. That's just how pathetic things are getting. Okay, but that was to make us feel good, guys. This is what's coming next. We feed this to Chug, we feed that to Russia, some combination of that. We core up the rest. That's a huge chunk of the world, as suggested in chat. And but that's going to be tomorrow, because I'm done for today. It's tough. But there we go. And as you guys can see, the coalition has been a thing of the past. You know, even when we're fighting wars, which is superb. We're going to down Brunei, which is going to be, there's going to be no more Defenders of the Faith, giving us the ability to attack whoever and feed them. And yeah, there's really not much of the world remaining. So it's going to be interesting to see just how early we can actually get the world conquest done. I don't think if we can do it before 1750 that it's going to be that much earlier before 1750. But it's not going to be necessary. It's more important to keep it clean in regards to other variables. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. We'll check out a host a raid. Last time I raided Atlas, he was not streaming, and he was hosting somebody else, and it was really weird. Okay, just checking that he's streaming. I'm going to raid him. Did I get it? I got it. Nice. Appreciate you guys. Have fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you can make it... No, I won't see you guys tomorrow. I always say that. I'll see you guys